this canvas of soil. Canvas of soil. Written by Maya Anthony. Maya Anthony. So it is a very beautiful poem, though very small, which comprises only 3 stanzas, but conveys a very deep sense of meaning. बहुत ही deep meaning देती है ये poem. 3 स्टैंजा की है लेकिन बहुत ही deep meaning है इसकी. Canvas of soil. So in this poem, the poetess has tried to compare the art with life, the creativity, human creativity with nature. Means poetess has trying to poetess has tried to hmm, black हो गया ये? Uh, yeah, the poetess canvas of soil. The poetess has tried to connect art that is human creativity with life that is nature. Here, few words the poetess has used in the poem which are very important and which should be understood before I begin the poem. Like gardener, gardener. Gardener are like the artists. Gardener are like the artists who paint on the canvas. Palette. Palette is palette is a colorful board which is used by the painters to paint on the canvas. जो कलरफुल बोर्ड होता है ओवल शेप का जिसमें बहुत सारे कलर के शेड्स होते हैं. तो हियर पैलेट is like what? Like the soil or earth. This earth is like a palette which is filled with different colors of flowers and plants. And seeds. Seeds are like brush strokes. Brush strokes of the artist. Means just like mm, and land or garden. Garden is like a canvas of artist. Canvas of artist. So just like the artist paints a beautiful picture on the canvas. Canvas is what? A coarse cloth, rough cloth on which the canvas does the painting. So just like the painter paints a beautiful picture with the help of different colors to show his creativity on the canvas. In the same way, these gardeners or farmers act like a painter who you do hard work on the plot of land or garden with the help of the seeds, which are like brushstrokes. Seeds are like brushstrokes. So they sow the seeds and take care of them, and with their skill and hard work, they transform those seeds into beautiful flowers and plants, colorful flowers and plants. It could be red, blue, and green color. So the entire garden appears like a living painting. So in this way, the human creativity is connected with the nature in full harmony. So this is the beauty of the poetess, sorry, who has very beautifully coincided the natural beauty with the art or human art. So let us begin the poem, and I'll teach you stanza wise and give you the explanation also. Okay, so let's begin. Let us acquaint ourselves with the meanings of the palette. So palette, what is palette? So literal meaning of palette. So palette is what? A thin oval or rectangular board or tablet that a painter holds and mixes colors on. This palette in the poem has been compared to what? As I told you, this palette has been compared as soil or earth in the poem. Now, who means shades of colors, which could be green, red, or blue. What? Plants and flowers. Plants and flowers. Now, canvas. So, one second. Acha. Canvas. Canvas is a painting or a land used as garden. Used as garden. Okay. Now look at the painting given above and identify palette, canvas, and select a hue. Now reading the poem for appreciation. Palette of earth, rich and deep. Rich means comprising various nutrients. Various nutrients means the soil. Palette is the soil of earth. The palette of earth is soil. So its soil is rich and green. So the poet compares the earth with palette. Artist palette, artist board, which is for mixing colors. Rich means containing many nutrients, and deep means thick and extensive, suitable to plant. Or deep means thick and extensive, suitable for plants growth. Okay. Where dreams of garden, dreams with hope. Gardener. Gardener is like the painter. Seep. Seep means spread. Spread into the soil. So this earth is like a palette of different colors where the gardener, the poetess compares the earth with like earth with a palette of the artist, which is rich and deep, and where dreams of gardener seep will slowly enter or spread. So where the gardener has a lot of dreams, hopes of what? To grow a variety of colorful plants and flowers. So where dreams of gardener seep brushstrokes of seeds. Seeds are compared with brushstrokes of painter. Planted true. Planted true means planted indeed. True means indeed or truly or truly. Awaiting spring's vibrant hue. Vibrant means bright and lively colors. Bright, bright and lively colors. So, in the first stanza, the poet is trying to say that this earth is like a palette of the painter, which is rich and deep, and where the gardeners plants the seeds, sows the seeds which are like brush strokes of the painter who marks with the paint on the canvas to draw something. In the same way, the gardener sows the seeds in that is soil with his lot of hopes and awaiting and or awaits for the vibrant spring, awaits for the spring season when the multiple colored flowers, bright colored flowers and plants, multiple colored flowers and plants will grow and the whole garden will appear like a painting. So the poet again compares the seed with the brush strokes of the artist. Okay. So here there is a figure of speech also used like palette of earth. This is first place. Palette of earth. Here the figure of speech used is metaphor. 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 So metaphor I will make you write down later on also. Just listen right now. Metaphor is a figure of speech where two things are compared without using the words as or like. So in the first stanza, palettes of earth means earth is compared to the palette of the artist. Then again, second line, brush strokes of the seeds. So brush stroke, the seeds are compared with brush strokes. Again, it is metaphor. Brush strokes of the artist because seeds only spread into the garden to get deep rooted and to burst out into flowers and plants. Then next stanza, moving to next stanza. Blossoms means flowers. Bloom means to open when the flowers open. A painted sight. So when the flowers bloom in the garden, they depict a painted site. It appears like a painting, live painting. Blossom bloom, a painted site. Means the view is so beautiful that it appears like a painting. Painted site means appearing like a painting. Appearing like a painting. So when the flowers bloom in the garden, then the entire site is so beautiful that it appears like a painting. My dear children who joined late, please concentrate, and those who have left anything, please go to the channel YCT channel YouTube class 9 CBSE and get the previous videos, uploaded videos over there. You will find all the notes, each and everything in detail. In case any problem persists, feel free to ask or put your queries and it will be sorted out. And if you are there, so just focus and don't forget to like, subscribe and share the channel, because it provides a real boost up to me and my team to work more harder and make much better video next time. Okay. The blossoms bloom, a painted sight, dancing in the morning light. Now dancing in the morning light means in the soft sunlight. Dancing means, one second, moving gracefully and gently in the soft sunlight of the sun. So in the morning when the flowers bloom, it appears like a painted sight and the flowers appears to be dancing. According to poetess, the poetess is so fond of nature that the flowers appears to her like dancing gracefully when they move, when they sway with the wind. So they appear to the poetess like dancing in the soft sunlight. So here the poetic device or literary device which comes is personification. Poetic device is personification. Personification. Personification is a poetic device where the living qualities are provided to non-human things which are not non-human, or inanimate objects are made to appear lifelike. Like the flowers are treated here like human beings because the poetess says that they are dancing in the morning light. Now shades of green, red and blue. Now there are different shades of flowers blooming in the garden. For instance, there are red, green and blue. Multiple colors of flower which make the garden appear like a painting. Nature's artwork ever new, and it is the nature's artwork which is always was refreshing and changing. So different flowers, different colors and variety of flowers. Flowers bloom in the garden depicting nature's beauty. Nature's beauty, which is always new and refreshing, because the sight provides enormous joy to the poetess. The poet's the poetess's hearts the poetess's heart is filled with joy seeing the flowers blooming, multiple colored flowers blooming in the garden beautifully and gracefully, and depicting the entire garden like a painting. This provides a sense of real joy to the poetess, which she expresses in the form of this beautiful poem, that is Canvas of Soil. Okay, next stanza. I hope you are understanding it. In case of any doubt, feel free to ask. Each plot means piece of land used for garden, used as garden, sorry, or used for garden purpose. For garden purpose. Each plot, a canvas white. So poet try to say that each plot of land is like a white canvas. Okay, let me tell you the poetic device in the previous stanza. Okay, wait. So in the previous stanza, blossom bloom of plaintive sight. Okay. Now here also in first stanza, dreams of gardeners sleep. This is also personification. Personification. Why? Because the dreams of treated as a living things, which spread, which move into the soil. Next is your alliteration also. Here the first stanza, palette of earth, P and E, repetition of consonant sound. Blooming bloom, blooming blossom bloom, sorry, repetition of consonant, blossom bloom, sorry, this one. Alliteration, alliteration. I'll make it write down in details later on, but try to understand it right now. And what else? Blossom bloom a painted site. This is imagery. Blossom bloom a painted site. This is imagery. Imagery is a figure of speech. Imagery. Imagery. Imagery is a figure of speech which creates a image in the mind of the reader. So blossom bloom a painted site means when the blossoms with the flower bloom in the garden, it appears like a painted site. It appears like a real painting. It is an imagination to the mind of the reader who understand nature well. Okay. Shades of green, red, and blue. Shades of Now shades of green represents, it's also creating a color image in the mind. Okay. Now see the rhyme. Okay, I'll tell you. So each canvas, each plot like a canvas. Now moving to next stanza. Each plot is like a canvas. Again, each plot has been compared to the canvas. So there is a figure of speech metaphor here. Metaphor. Where art and life coincide. Coincide means exist together. Exist together in harmony. In harmony. Art. Art means creativity. Life. Life means the living flowers and plants in the garden. The art and life coincide in the hands of those who till. Those means gardeners. Who till means cultivate the land. Cultivate or plow. Garden become painting still. Painting still means indeed. Or in true sense. In true sense. So poet is trying to say that each plot is like a white canvas of the artist, and just like the artist paints a beautiful painting carefully on the canvas in the same way, so it's like a canvas where art and life coincide, which means where the creativity and living things exist together. The living things exist in the form of painting. And how it happens? Because it is in the hands of those who till, means the farmers. The farmers or gardeners, hard work and skill transform the ordinary land, ordinary piece of land into a living painting filled with colorful plants and flowers, where art and life appears to be existing together in harmony. Okay. So each plot, this again metaphor. I have told you here. Okay. Now there is symbolism also, which is used. Symbolism is also a figure of speech which is used in a poem to highlight a certain thing in detail, like acha, art and life. Art means creativity and beauty. Beauty, living things like art means art here means art means creativity and beauty. Life means plants and flowers. and coincide means existing together. I've told you. Okay. Now there is uh, symbolism also used in the poem. Symbolism means it symbolizes something. Like seeds. Seeds symbolizes hopes, no dreams. Spring. Spring symbolizes growth and renewal of and beauty. Rhyming scheme. Coming on to rhyming scheme. So the rhyming scheme of the poem is AABB. Means A means first two lines of the stanzas are rhyming with each other, and first and second. Then third and fourth lines of the stanza rhyme with each other. It happens in every stanza. Therefore, the rhyming scheme is AABB. Now let us give you the stanza-wise detail of the poem. Okay, stanza-wise detail of the poem. Stanza-wise explanation of the poem. Okay, so coming on to first stanza. So the poetess compares the fertile soil with artist palette. Here, the poetess compares the fertile soil with the artist's palette. Palette full of color and possibilities. Palette full of colors and possibilities. Okay, the poetess says that that the gardeners sow seeds. That the gardeners sow seeds with hopes and dreams. With hopes and dreams of getting beautiful flowers and healthy plants. Flowers and healthy plants, just like the artist paints on his canvas, on his canvas. Okay, the gardener here is like a painter. The gardener here is like a painter, and seeds are like brush strokes, like brush strokes. Which are carefully planted, which are carefully planted to create a living picture in the soil. So seeds are carefully planted to create a living picture in the soil. How? Because when the seeds burst out in flowers and plants, multiple colored flowers and plants, the sight is beautiful. No, in the form of bright and lively colored flowers, in the form of bright and lively colored flowers and plants. Flowers and healthy plants plants in the season of spring. In the season of spring, just like the painter paints beautiful picture carefully on his canvas. Spring, just like a painter paints a beautiful picture on his canvas. Okay, so hence gardening is like a painting, and hence gardening is like a painting. Hence, gardening is like a painting, and gardener is like a painter, and gardener is like a painter who paints a beautiful living painting, a beautiful living painting with the brush of seeds on the canvas of soil in the form of beautiful and colorful, beautiful and colorful flowers and plants. So this is the explanation of the first stanza. So in the first stanza, the poetess says that this fertile soil is like a uh, artist palette, and just like the artist paints a beautiful picture very carefully on the uh, canvas with the help of his brush strokes. In the same way, the gardener who works very hard and sows the seeds which are like brush into the soil with the hope of getting beautiful flowers and healthy plants in the in the season of spring, and hopefully when the flowers, beautiful and multicolored flowers, red, blue, green colored flowers, bloom into the garden along with the plants, the entire garden appears like a beautiful painting. So here the gardener is like a painter who very carefully sows the seeds to transform the garden into a living painting in the form of beautiful flowers and plants, just like the painter paints a painting with the help of brush strokes on his canvas. So this is the beautiful idea which the poetess is trying to convey while connecting herself with the nature. This shows that the poetess is very much fond of nature. I hope you have understood the poem. Today I have explained you the entire poem, and I have told you about the figure of speeches also used. Verbally I have told you the figure of speeches which are used in the entire poem, just like personification, metaphor, alliteration as symbolism, imagery, and the rhyming scheme of the poem also. The rhyming scheme means first two lines rhyming together means first two lines rhyme. Every, every first, means first two lines are rhyming. The third, fourth line is rhyming in the entire stanza. First line is rhyming with the second one, and third is rhyming with the fourth one. This type of rhyming scheme is known as AABB. Rest of the part means other part of the part of the expression means the explanation of the second and fourth stanza. Sorry, second and third stanza. I will explain you in my next turn. So till then, you keep on studying hard. Go through the poem. Open your book. Go through the entire poem. Just see whatever meanings and notes I have provided you. Read it twice and thrice, at least twice, for a better understanding, and just go through the explanation which I have given you, especially the explanation of the first stanza. I think It will make you understand the poem in much better manner. The rest of the explanation of the rest of the two leftover stanzas will be given in the next turn, and later on after that I'll give you the summary, or you can say the central idea of the poem also, along with the message, theme, explanation of theme, everything. Then after that I'll make you do the exercises based on the poem given at the back of your book. Today, if you want, I can take one exercise like here to check your understanding. Okay, so here's a small exercise given just to check your understanding. I can give it to you. Uh, this one. Read the poem again and complete a summary of each stanza, by filling the blank. The dash is portrayed as this palette. So the dash, the earth or soil, no, the earth or soil is portrayed as a rich palette where gardeners dash flies in the form of dash, where gardeners dreams, D R E A M, dreams flourish in the form of dash awaiting spring, in the form of seeds awaiting spring. The garden flowers bloom. The garden flowers bloom into a beautiful display of different blossoms. Below SSOMS, blossoms resembling a resembling a what? Resembling a painting. Means when the flowers bloom, the garden appears like a painting. Painting by Mother Nature. Means it appears like the Mother Nature has done the painting herself in the light of morning. Each garden is likened to a white dash, to a white canvas, integrating art and life. Through the efforts of gardeners, gardens transform into still life painting. So this fill in the blanks we have done today. Rest we'll do next time. Till then, goodbye. Take care of yourselves. Work hard. And in case of any query or doubt, feel free to put your queries and it will be sorted out with full dedication. But don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the channel. That's for the day. Thank you.